I'm going to pull some cards from the horror deck again. Welcome to the reading. But I sat here in meditation for a second and I'm getting like, there's going to be a fine point. Something sharp, something honed, put on something that you've been reckoning with or wondering about, or maybe it's work that you're putting into something, but there's like a fine point because it's sort of like the bottom part of a crescent moon. And like the way that it would feel to just do this on it, or fangs are another thing that are like really coming forward with this. So I would love to see what the horror deck has to say about it. Six of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Four of Swords. And then there were these two that came out in the middle of that. Okay, I'm not taking those. I'm not taking those, but I split the deck to the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm seeing also there's a crescent moon in this Judgment card. It's as if you have been charitable, generous with your energy, with yourself, to your workplace, to the people around you. That is rain above me, by the way. I really hope that it's coming through because it's so stormy and it's just so beautiful. Which is giving me kind of like fresh slate, things are being cleansed away, but take that what resonates. So, okay, back to the reading. Six of Pentacles with the Judgment card feels like there's a judgment day or karma coming in, and you have been found worthy, so to speak. I don't know why A Knight's Tale, but that's not the exact quote came up, where it's like you've actually been like possibly even giving a little too much of yourself, but you have been there for people in a very, very real way. This is not just like sending good energy, like you have actually been showing up to people, you've been showing up in the workplace that you're at. You've been giving enough, and you've been giving it from a really grounded place as well. And it feels as though because there is judgment coming in about like how everyone has been acting, and I don't mean this like it's an actual the judgment day, but something's being looked at in a way of wanting to start again from the beginning, sort of a deal. So karma's coming for some people. You've been doing, I feel like a good job to put it in a, like very simple terms. And I'm getting like massive protection from this card, which is not always what the Four of Swords is, but I felt like instantly anything that comes flying towards the collective at this time, or like those in your life, you have this protection here because of the work that you've been putting in. And it's your damn turn for some luck, for some earned positive repercussions from the work that you've been doing. Let me tell the collective any. Okay, yeah, so the original deck I was going to pull for this one was actually the Oracle cards, but then I don't know, I sat here with the quiet and the rain, and it was like the horror deck has something to say. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. For this collective, please, Oracle deck and spirit guides through this deck, send a message forward for this collective. We did have one come out already, but I'm going to allow another one to come forward because it was not after before. Okay. That's the one that's coming forward then. Oh, there's two. Ha! Solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. And sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, and sensuality. Ooh. Now, both of these cards are about chakras that are right beside each other. So the solar plexus is here and the sacral is right below it, in our creation center, right? And it feels like, I mean, that's very much the energy I'm getting from this being here, who's like don't know, seated and able to give. It's like, you know, the strength that is within you and therefore have been able to give and possibly not over give then, because it's like you're actually in a place of very healthily replenishing yourself. And none of these zombies are going to get you. Because that ain't you. You've been resting. You've been protected. You know your boundaries. Oh yeah. Oh my God. And even more with this Wheel of Fortune card. It's like a person that's pinned to a wheel where daggers are thrown at them, which is literally what I envisioned you being like protected from in this card, which is beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot of emotional stability. I saw the King of Cups up when I lifted that up, but back to these oracle cards. So the solar light upgrade, solar plex chakra, inner fire, willpower is about like the light of the sun is shining on what it is that you give attention to at this time period. So going forward with projects is a good thing, but what I'm getting with in relation to these other cards is like, not only is there protection in this moment for you because of the way that you've been treating yourself, and then therefore how you've been able to treat the external world because of the way that you treat yourself. But the more that you right now focus on the things that are important to you and worthy of your energy, which is really, really important specifically in this, is that is where the universe is going to gift you like abundance or winnings. I'm like lacking in words for it because it's just like immense love gets poured into what it is you give energy to at this time, because it's like you've given all of this energy out while also looking after yourself. That is immense growth to even just be doing that, because it's not what has been exampled to so many of us from the generations before. That shows like huge growth and a difference probably in how you used to treat yourself. 707 when I said that. And so in this, it's like giving the attention to the things that light you up, that allow you to shine like the sun or stars, is important at this time. And then even more so, digging deeper, because the sacral chakra right below that, and it is about, again, creation and strength. But it's about also your vulnerability. So this is going to be another opportunity to strip down yet another layer of what has been a protective place for you inside of your own body, inside of your own mind. And maybe it's parts that you hid from yourself, but this feels more like things that you have known to keep from the outside world, because like they're not worthy necessarily of knowing you that vulnerably. This feels like a next step forward. Like you can shed yet another layer of that protective thing, because not only are you protected by your spirit team, the universe, whatever words you have for these things, but it's time, because it connects to this in a way where the more that you are vulnerable and know that it's a strength in its own, the more there is space to bring to you the abundance that you seek in life, the things that you wish to call for. It's like shedding this layer makes more room for the things that light you up, the people, the occurrences, the money, whatever it is. And it's like digging your heels in, a reminder from the universe more so to be like, don't change what it is you're doing. And if anything, just do it more, because your self-care is kind of rocking it right now. And you needed to hear that, because I think that it has taken you a while to probably develop this, but now it has become normal. The new mindset that you have has become normal to you, and you don't realize necessarily, because it's happened over incremental little bits of time, that this is nothing like the mindset that you used to have. It's hugely, vastly advanced, and so much more on your own side and on the side of your higher self. I did actually just have a reading where it was speaking about how the collective that it was for is like taking steps as if they were their higher selves. And it's like not necessarily something that you're even having to do consciously anymore because it's become a part of your subconscious. Massive change. Okay, I think I will leave it there, but I did have a third eye activation underneath all of this, like at the bottom of the deck of this. So it feels like it's also coming with a bit of an upgrade of information, spiritual downloads. So maybe sit in meditation within the next 3 days, whenever this finds you, as it is a timeless read. And I love you very much for being. Bye.